Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time you're watching this educational video. This is a short video of a sample problem related to uh, speed. And as we all know, a little background, speed is a scalar quantity, or yeah, it only needs magnitude and the assigned units without direction. So this is a problem found uh, in one of the questions during the culminating test. So this problem is all about speed, and it's one of the items during the culminating test of my physics class. Show your solution in doing this problem. A mechanical object Hij takes 120 seconds to cover the distance if it travels at a speed of 3.1 seconds. So with a speed 3.1 meter per second, and at 120 seconds, what particular distance being covered by this mechanical object? So that's one variable to be solved. And then another question here, what should be its speed to cover the same distance in 240 seconds? So we need to find the speed if we solved already the distance in the problem, first step of the problem. Okay. Again, a mechanical object Hij takes 120 seconds to cover a distance, a known distance, if the speed is 3.1 meter per second. And then using the distance that we we, we determined, or we calculated from this situation, what should be its speed given the same distance being covered after we solved it or we calculated it in just 240 seconds. Okay. And this item quantified uh, as 2 points. Okay. So the given variables, we have 120 seconds as the time in the first situation. Okay, we have 3.1 meter per second. That's the speed, and we do not know the distance. Okay, at 120 seconds with that speed of 3.1 meter per second, what's gonna be the distance? Okay, we will be calculating the distance, and then we will be using that distance to solve the other situation. Okay, another problem in the second situation, we have 240 seconds. What will gonna be the speed if the distance is the same? The distance is the same in our first situation. So we will be reviewing this one. It's the technique. Like I call it triangular technique. It's suitable for a three variable, um, you know, a three variable. How should I call it? If you have three variables, you can be able to play using this triangular method. For example, we have the first triangle. We need to find the speed. So all you have to do is to divide. As you can see, you have like a fraction bar here. It means division. So distance, you will divide it by the time to get the speed. So that's distance over time. Very famous, right? Famous formula for the speed. Next, if ever that our unknown will be the time, so all you have to do is to divide the distance divided by the time. Sorry, divided by the speed. Okay. And then if we will be determining the distance, all you have to do is to multiply the speed and the time. Okay, that's the technique of how are we going to do it. So we will begin solving the first situation here. A mechanical object, this one, a mechanical object Hij takes 120 seconds to cover an unknown distance if it travels of 3.1 meter per second. Okay, So we will gonna solve it here. Determine the distance covered if the speed is 3.1 meter per second at 120 seconds. If you will scrutinize, you will be going to find or to determine the distance. In our guide here, this one, in our North Star, or let's say North Stars, um, if you will be finding the distance, you will gonna use this one, right? If you will find the distance, all you have to do is to multiply your speed and time. Okay, that's very easy. So our given is 120 seconds, 3.1 meter per second, and then we will determine the distance. And we will be using this formula. To get the distance, all you have to do is to multiply speed and the time. Okay, so distance is equal to speed multiplied by the time. We will substitute the units, 3.1 meter per second, and then 120 seconds for the time. In this case, we can cancel the seconds, and then we will multiply it. 3.1 times 120, it will give us a product of 372 meters. So that's the distance being covered, provided that 3.1 is the speed and the time consumed or recorded is 120 seconds. So this will gonna be the distance that we can put it here. Okay, 372 meter. Now, in the second question here, what should be its speed to cover the same distance of 372? What will gonna be the speed if the same distance and then the time covered is 240 seconds, 240 seconds. So let's determine the speed if it has the same distance at 240 seconds. Okay, so we will have our formula here to get the speed. It's very common or famous to say speed is distance over time. So we will just divide distance, the same distance, which is 372 meters by the time. This time, we will have 240 in our second situation. Okay, the given is 240 seconds, and we do not know the speed yet, and we have the same distance of 372 meters. Okay, and our formula is to just divide distance by the time. So speed is distance over time. So you will have 372 meters divided by 120 seconds. It will give you the answer of 1.55 meter per second. Okay, so that's the answer for this problem. Okay, so that's it for this moment, and I hope you will subscribe to this channel if you like, if it helps you, and refreshing or reviewing your concept about speed. Okay, thank you so much and see you again until next time. Bye for now.